And welcome in to the beautiful Tarble Arena on the campus of Carthage College, Kenosha, Wisconsin, as we bring you exciting NCAA Division III basketball tonight as the Carthage College Redmen bring a 2-1 conference mark, 9-5 overall, taking on the 10-4 and conference leader at 3-0, Wheaton Thunder. Should be a great ball game here tonight as the Redmen and Wheaton renew their rivalry. This is been a fun series to watch and broadcast over the last couple of years. These two teams split their games a year ago. Carthage winning in exciting fashion here on the Tarble Arena floor, 62-61, almost a year ago to the day. It was Marlin Sr. to the rescue late as he got a couple of baskets. His last one, a jump shot, as 4 seconds left in that contest, lifted the Redmen to a 62-61 victory here on the home floor. And then later in February of 2013, the Redmen fell by 6 to the Wheaton Thunder, 64-58. Again, you go through this series and the last 12 ball games, going back the last 6 years, the average point differential has been 4, and Wheaton has won 5 of the last 6 meetings between these two schools. Carthage getting here by way of a win on Saturday, if you were with us, 65-51 over North Central. Malcolm Kelly, an outstanding night for Kelly in his return to the Redmen lineup this year. Kelly poured in 27 points as he was the only player in double figures, coming off the bench and leading the way for the Redmen with 27. He was 9 of 14 from the field, including 5 of 7 three-pointers. He was a perfect 4 from 4 from the free throw line, also collected 4 rebounds. And with those three-pointers on Saturday night, Kelly needs just 2 more now to pass Antoine McDaniel and become Carthage's all-time leader in three-point field goals. And also Marlin crawling up the all-time leading scoring chart. Kelly now 20th overall in the history of Carthage basketball in points scored, 1,135. He will move up to 18th spot with a decent night tonight. He'll pass up Paul Hubbard and Gary Manelli for that 18th spot should he get there here tonight, and quite possibly could crack the top 15 down the stretch here for the Redmen. So Malcolm Kelly continues to shine here as the Redmen 54% shooting in the game against North Central on Saturday. Meanwhile, the Wheaton Thunder come in off a thrilling ball game at the King Arena on Saturday night, an overtime home win over Augustana. It's one of the better teams in the CCIW. Excellent team. They get the job done correctly. They run a very good motion offense, very effective offense, and again, ranked in the top 25 coming into the game this week as they jump back into the top 25, ranked number 21. And again, 3 of their losses this year coming to Calvin, Worcester, and Wash U, all of which have been top 10 teams in the country throughout the year, ranked in the D3Hoops.com poll. So again, they have an outstanding team and quite possibly the best player in the nation. Tyler Peters, let me tell you, he when he has the ball in his hands almost every possession, he gets to the foul line whenever he wants. He shot 16 free throws against the Redmen last year in the final game at Wheaton and took 18 free throws against Augustana on Saturday night. He's perhaps the best player in the nation. 26 points per game in conference play right now, 21 points per game overall. He leads his team in points, assists per game, steals, and is second in rebounds per game. And he leads the conference with 121 free throws attempted. And again, he's as good as you'll see anywhere in the Division III landscape. One of his attributes, he does like to post up a lot. So watch that tonight. And overall, shooting is not part of his game. He loves to get to the rim and the free throw line and finishes with either the left or right hand. So it's going to be a load here tonight. We're going to see maybe a threesome on Peters at some point tonight. We're going to see a little bit of Dante Logan. We're going to see a little bit of Reese Hirth. Kevin Sykes also may draw that assignment tonight. So those are 3 players that are going to get their money's worth here trying to guard Tyler Peters. Braden Tisher, I should say, is another player having an outstanding year. Tisher averaging almost 15 points per game. He is 12 for 33 in the 3-ball department. Very tough overall player. Transferred from Wash U before last season. He is their second leading scorer, and he's played well in the couple of ball games he's played against the Redmen. So he could be a factor here tonight. And then you throw in the 6'6 senior Nate Haynes, a 9.2 point per game, almost 9 rebound per game player. Again, probably the workhorse of this team. Led the conference in rebounding last year, almost 10 per game. He hasn't been as good offensively as he was a season ago, but still very much an all-conference quality post player. Needs to be checked on the glass here tonight. So you're going to hear a lot of pinch him tonight off that Redmond bench trying to get to the glass here this evening. So really, what are the keys to the game here tonight for this for the Redmen? In my opinion, they're going to have to keep Tyler Peters off the free throw line tonight. If he goes off on a 14, 15, 16 free throw night, that could be a long night here for the Redmen. Redmen also have to cut down on unforced turnovers. You go back to the North Park game and most recently the Augustana game, the unforced errors that have plagued this Redmond team. They only had 5 on Saturday, so if they can keep that at 5 or less here tonight, that means they're going to have that turnover chart right around 11 or 12, so that's what they have to do there. And finally tonight, these are two very physical teams. The Redmen have to win that battle with physical toughness here tonight. Those are the keys, in my opinion, for the Redmen to post a victory here tonight. Should be a great night for basketball. Always fun when these two schools get together. Again, these have been close games decided by 4 points or less on average over the last 12 ball games. And, of course, last year, the thrilling win in the final seconds, the Redmen pulling one off here on the home floor. So it's Carthage and Wheaton tonight from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Plenty of room for you, so if you're out and about looking for something to do tonight, bring the family on out. And we'd love to see you in person here at the Tarble Arena. We'll pause and take a 60 break. When we come back, we'll visit with head basketball coach Bosko Jurikovic, get his thoughts not only on this rivalry, but also on the conference and this game here tonight, how to stop this Wheaton team. We'll get it straight from the head coach when we come back to the Tarble Arena after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Tarble Arena tonight as the Carthage Redmen get set to take on the Wheaton Thunder in a key conference matchup in the CCIW, joined now by head basketball coach Bosko Jurikovic. And, well, these are fun games against Wheaton. These last couple of years have been, if you come out to watch or have listened, and I've had the privilege of watching this series now for the last 13 years, Bosko, and these are great games. This is what small college basketball is all about, these two teams when they go at it.
That's a great point, John. The entire league is that way, but this particular series, because of the closeness of the games and the competition, has been pretty special the last, going back to the second year we were here, third year we were here when we had a chance to win that conference championship. Bill Harris was still coaching at Wheaton, and it's been a good rivalry all the way through.
Yeah, I think the last 6 games, something like that, decided by 4 points or less.
Every year you feel that you have a chance to win both games, and sometimes at the end of the year you think you should have. Doesn't always work out that way. I think through the years we've had a slight edge on them, but it's been very close. And tonight should be no different. But this particular year in the season, in the conference, I should say, I'm not sure that everybody doesn't feel that they're in every game that they play. There's no games that you don't think you can win, and there's no games that you're sure you're going to win.
I was going to say, I think you've got at least 7 teams thinking they still have a shot at winning the title in this league.
I don't know if it's 7 teams that think they can win the title, but there's certainly 7 teams that think they can finish in the top 4. And our friends at North Park are playing better. They had every right to beat us in the game down there, and they were 6 or 7 behind Illinois Wesleyan with 7 or 8 minutes to go. Game ended up being a 15-point game, so they're playing better as well. What a good conference it is from top to bottom.
With this series, is it more of a matchup? These two teams match up so well against each other, the same type of players? Is that why this has been so close over the last 10 or 12 ball games?
That's a good question, and I'm not sure I quite know the answer. They have a particular system that we've had some success of attacking. We're not afraid to make changes based on personnel. So that's given us some opportunities to do some things against their great players, because we always think that we've had great players through the years. They've had every bit the individual great players, going back to the Colmodens, the Wesley Pitts, the Nadelhoffers, and I don't want to slight anybody, but more recently the Kent Raymonds and the Ben Panners and now the Peterses, all outstanding CCIW players.
Yeah, you're going to have to put up with Tyler Peters tonight. Well, probably the best player in the conference right now. My goodness, 26 points a game in the conference right now. 21 points per game overall throughout the season.
We were going through their stuff at practice, and our scout team guy who was emulating Peters was having a really good time, and I told him you should enjoy it. It's one of the best gigs in college basketball. He gets to do a lot of stuff. I'm sure a lot of people would say the same thing when Steve played, Kent Raymond played. You emphasize what your best players can do, and Wheaton's done a fabulous job of that through the years. And they put the ball in Tyler Peters' hands and expect him to make plays, and he delivers. Not only is he the 21 points, he's 6 rebounds, he's 6 assists a game, and he makes big plays at the biggest times of the game.
And he's not afraid to get in the post and post himself up, look for shots inside.
If anything, he may be more comfortable there. They're different kinds of players, but there's some similarities. He's having a Steve type of a season numbers-wise. He has attempted 121 free throws in 14 games. That's a staggering number. That's a 220 free throw season. Those don't come around every year. What a fine player he's become. He was good when he came in, and he's gotten better and better and better.
Going to have to rotate some defense toward his way. Who draws that assignment here tonight?
Well, I'd like to think that we've got 3 or 4 people in the building that can do a good job. Obviously, Sykes is a good defender. So is Logan. Miles Olson is a very tenacious and a tough defender. And Reese Hurst was very, very good against North Park a week ago tonight. So we have got some people that we think that can at least try to stay in front of him. You're not going to stop him. You just try to contain him so he doesn't have one of those 33.8 assists, 8 rebound games. I think he might have had 2 triple-doubles. Certainly one this year and I think one last year, and that's pretty significant.
How is Sykes as far as getting around on the floor? I know he was hobbled a little bit in that second half on Saturday night.
He's fine. At this stage of the season, everybody's going to be banged up a little bit. He does have a little bit of a foot issue. But the trainers have said, you're clear to go. He's not had to miss any practice. There's some pain involved. There's no question about that. But he's a tough kid, and he wants to be on the court. We'll continue to do a good job, I'm sure.
You know, the other guy, obviously, to keep an eye on tonight is Haynes, their rebounder. He was the conference leader in rebounds last year and continues to get his fair share on the glass. That's going to be a tough assignment there to beat him on the glass.
He's a relentless rebounding guy, and he's a wonderful runner of the floor. He's a rim runner. He goes from one end to the other. If you don't account for him, he's very effective in transition. He's had a couple of the best dunks in conference the last couple of years where he just beats the other big people down the floor. They feed it ahead, and he dunks the ball. But having said that, his rebounding is exceptional. He just goes to both boards. And he's not a big guy. He's probably 6'6". He's not a 6'9" or a 6'10" guy where some of those things come naturally. He's a hard worker. And another guy who's improved, and I think you have to credit teams when that happens. Peters has gotten a lot better. Haynes has gotten a lot better. In our case, we'd like to think that Sykes and Marlin Sr. have gotten a lot better. Those are guys who didn't get multiple opportunities early in their careers, and they've continued to get better to the point now where they're extremely efficient and guys that could be considered as better players in the league.
What are the keys here tonight for a Redmond victory?
Offensive execution, physical nature defensively. I thought Saturday night, of all the things that we could pick and choose, the fact that we were at least as physical as North Central, who has that reputation, perhaps even a little bit more so, played very strong for us. And if we can continue to take that and do that for the next 11 conference games, I think we're going to have a very successful conference season. Wheaton's another team that is very tough physically. Haynes and Tauscher and Peters, by position, are among the toughest players in the league. And if we can stand up to that physical toughness and then make the offensive execution that we had the other night. As I said in the paper, I think Andy Horschak quoted me this morning, it wasn't the fact that Kelly can score 27 points. He's capable of that any night he plays. The fact that he did it on 14 shots is really impressive. If he shoots, and the other night it was 65%, 64%, whatever it is, if he shoots in that 48 to 50, 52% range, we're very difficult to beat because he's going to get that 22. That lets everybody else slot in. And if that happens, I think we're in good shape tonight.
Good luck tonight.
Thank you, Johnny. Appreciate it.
Bosco Jurkovic joining us on our pregame tonight. Carthage getting set to take on the Wheaton Thunder from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. We'll pause, take a 60 break. When we come back, we'll have the starting lineups and tip-off right after this on 1050 WLIP.
just about set for tipping off tonight's ball game. Carthage hosting the 21st ranked Wheaton Thunder. John Weiser with you live at the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Glad you're along tonight. Hope you enjoy our broadcast here this evening on the video or on the streaming audio here tonight, or listening around the area on WLIP and WLIP.com. Let's give you the starting lineups tonight. First, for the visitors from Wheaton, Illinois, the Thunder 10-4, 3-0 in CCIW play. They will start at a guard, Braden Tischer. Tischer, a 6'3", 205-pound junior from Rockford, Illinois, a transfer from Wash U a couple of years ago. Tischer averaging just under 15 points per game. Peter Smith will start at a forward. Smith, a 6'6", junior out of Scottsdale, Arizona, 8 points, 5 rebounds per game. Tyler Peters will get a start tonight as usual, the conference's leading scorer, 21 points per game overall, averaging 26 in the 3 conference games already. 6'4", 205-pound senior out of Medina, Ohio. He is a second-team preseason All-America selection by D3Hoops.com. Michael Berg will start at a forward, 6'6" sophomore from Bonito, Illinois. And Nate Haynes, a 6'6" senior forward out of Bloomington, Illinois. Conference's leading rebounder a year ago, rounding out the starting lineup tonight for the Wheaton Thunder under head coach Mike Schauer. For the Carthage Redmen, a little bit of a shakeup in the starting lineup tonight. Kevin Sykes will start at a guard, 6'3", 160, the senior from Tinley Park. Reese Hirth will get a start tonight, 6'2", 170, a junior from Morton Grove. Malcolm Kelly in the starting lineup tonight, coming off that 27-point performance Saturday against North Central. So Malcolm Kelly in the lineup, Dante Logan out of the starting lineup. Marlon Sr., the team's leading scorer at 16 a game, 4th in the conference in scoring, starts at forward, a 6'5" senior from Skokie, Illinois. And Mike Castell will battle at center. Castell, a 6'7" junior out of St. Charles, Illinois. Head coach Bosco Jurkovic for the Carthage Redmen. Let's head downstairs to Adam King as we get set for our national anthem here tonight.
Medals are displayed in the south doors of Tarble Arena. In remembering Captain Vavrin, we pay tribute to all who have sacrificed their lives for our country, and honor those who today put themselves in harm's way in service to America. To honor America, please remain standing for the singing of tonight's national anthem. Singing the anthem tonight is Carthage student Matt Tomey.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave?
Carthage senior Matt Tomey with our national anthem here tonight from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. Big ball game here tonight. First place Wheaton at 3-0, taking on the 2-1 Carthage Redmen. Other games tonight in the CCIW. Illinois Wesleyan, ranked 4th in the nation, is in Decatur, Illinois tonight to take on Milliken. Number 13th ranked Augustana is at North Central in Naperville, and Elmhurst will battle North Park. We'll keep track of the women's game tonight too, as a battle of 14th and 16th ranked teams. Carthage and Wheaton down in Wheaton tonight. The Lady Reds and the Lady Thunder battling it out tonight. We'll follow that game as closely as we can throughout our broadcast here tonight. Again, it will be Tischer, Smith, Peters, Berg, and Haynes in the starting lineup tonight for the Wheaton Thunder. At 10-4, 3-0 overall. Once again downstairs to Adam King. Dim the lights. The Redmen starting lineup.
And now look at the starting lineup for your Carthage Redmen. At 4 to 6'5", senior from Skokie, Illinois, number 30, Marlon Sr. At guard, a 6'3", senior from Tinley Park, Illinois, number 5, Kevin Sykes Jr. At guard, a 6-foot senior from Kenosha, Wisconsin, wearing number 25, Malcolm Kelly. At center, a 6'7" junior from St. Charles, Illinois, number 40, Mike Costell. At guard, a 6'2" junior from Morton Grove, Illinois, number 14, Reese Hurst. The Redmen are coached by Bosco Jerichovic. He's assisted by Steve Jerichovic, Quincy French, Jose Garcia, and John Voinovich.
So Malcolm Kelly in the starting lineup tonight for the Carthage Redmen off that 27-point performance against North Central on Saturday. Redmen in the home whites, white jersey, white shorts trimmed out in red and black. Wheaton in the orange jerseys, orange shorts trimmed out in navy blue and white. The men on the whistle tonight, Bill Jacobson, Rob Kruger, and the nicely tanned Kenny Faulkner. It'll be Haynes and Costell to jump center tonight. 11 of the last 12 ball games decided by 4 points or less. Wheaton has won 5 of the last 6. Carthage winning by 1 point here at home last year. And the opening tip by Haynes brought down by Wheaton. We are underway here at the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. John Weiser with you. Glad you're along tonight wherever you may be listening. WLIP, WLIP.com, or on the WLIP app on your phone. Turnaround jump shot off the left side. It rolls off the rim by Berg. Rebound to Carthage. Malcolm Kelly flagging it down near corner right side. Carthage will bring it up right to left as we view it here. Nice lob over the top. Marlin Sr. down low to Costell. We got a whistle and a foul. Berg across the arm of Costell. That'll put Mike Costell on the free throw line for the Redmen.
Berg, his first personal foul. First under team foul. Costell at the line.
Mike Costell this season, not having played basketball the last couple of years, was actually playing football both out east and tried it for a season at Division II Missouri State. Transferred in over the summer here to Carthage and back on the hardwood, missing the front end of 2 free throws. Averaging just under 8 points per game is Costell this year. Second free throw on the way. That one in and through. Redmen with the early 1-0 lead. Peters will bring it up. Dishes it off near side to Tischer. Into the corner to Berg, right side. Checked up by Marlin Sr. Man-to-man defense here for the Redmen. And then Hurth up too quickly, and Braden Tischer able to slash past him up the right baseline for the runner. 2-1 Wheaton Thunder. Now Senior will set it up high on the right wing. Dishes it off to Kelly between the circles. Kelly will hand it off to Sykes. Circles back around, out near the center circle. 17 on the shot clock here. Man-to-man defense here for the Thunder. Hurth high on the right. Up top it'll go to Senior. Around the left side to Sykes. Sykes now driving. Pulls up at the free throw line. Had slashed out of his hand that time. Peter Smith able to knock it free. Wheaton on the steal, back the other way. Berg in transition, going up strong, draws the foul. Foul will go on Marlin Sr. trying to get back defensively.
Carthage fouls number 30, Marlin Sr., his first personal foul. First Redmond team foul.
So at the free throw line will be Michael Berg. Berg able to connect. Berg this season, 10 starts. This is his 11th start of the year. Just under 7 points per game. That one curls off, no good. 1 for 2 that trip. 2-point Wheaton lead, minute and a half in, as Marlin Sr. will clear it down to Sykes across midcourt. Now to Hirth high on the right. Guarded by Tischer. Works it off to Sr. Now left side it goes Sykes. Kevin Sykes playing with a bad wheel here the last couple of ball games. Trying to gut it out here. Made contact, dishes it off to Sr. Marlin Sr. pull up 15-footer right corner, good. Marlin Sr. off the corner that time, going over Berg. Able to knock that down to tie the game at 3. When you get to this point in the season, you talk about injuries, just about everybody nicked up, has something going on. Body getting run down. We're at that midway point. His turnaround shot off the right block with a left hand, good. Tyler Peters. We mentioned that's how he likes to finish. He can go either side, right or left block. He'll finish with either hand, and that time backing down in the paint on Marlin Sr. with the soft right hand shot. 5-3. Wheaton in front. Now Sykes on the drive, got a hand check. Foul called on his way to the basket. It's going to go to Peter Smith. Smith getting a hand that time on the waist on Sykes as he was making his drive around the screen set up high by Marlin Sr. Second foul on Wheaton. Carthage will inbound, offensive end. 5-3 Wheaton, 17:20 to go, first half. Kevin Sykes works the dribble now, off to the right wing, up top to Sr. Stepping out on him is Nate Haynes. Senior crossover dribble, got caught in the air, dishes it off to Sykes. Nearly a turnover there for the Redmen. Sykes will handle it now with 15 on the clock. Gives it to Kelly. Kelly on the drive, poked out from behind, out of bounds. Good defensive help that time by Tyler Peters as Kelly was making his break toward the basket left of the free throw line. Redmen will inbound right at the basket. 11 on the shot clock here for Carthage. They get it in quickly. Up top, Senior will fire for 3. That one's no good. Long rebound, snared by Berg. He'll clear it off. Bringing it down is Tyler Peters. Peters pull up deep 3 over Sykes, good. Got that rhythm dribble going. Shoots it up over Sykes, and a timeout taken by the Redmen. The coat off, the glasses on the ground for Bosco here as he'll take the timeout. So timeout Redmen. Trailing by 5, 8-3, 16:46 to go here in this first half. Just underway down in Wheaton, Illinois, and the Carthage Lady Reds blistering Wheaton. It's 10-0 Carthage already. 5 minutes into that ball game down in Wheaton. So Carthage Lady Reds getting off to a quick start. Haley Stursik, 6 points, 2 for 2 from behind the arc. As Wheaton just added a 3 now with just over 15 minutes left. 10-3, Lady Reds in front. Just underway in Decatur. Milliken off to a quick start. Big Blue 7, Illinois Wesleyan 2. Also just underway, North Central 4, Augustana 2. And Elmhurst has jumped out to a 10-point lead over North Park, 13-3. Here it's an 8-3 ball game. Redmen trail here. Redmen taking the early timeout. Substitution here for the Thunder. Caleb DeMoss will come in now, a junior out of Chester, New Jersey, 6 foot 165. He'll guard heavy up top on Sykes as they give it to Kelly. Kelly free throw line jumper on the way. Soft one lands. Malcolm Kelly, that little jab step and then that soft jumper. Able to settle into the twine. 8-5, Redmen down 3. Kelly, again, as you heard Bosco mention, both in the newspaper today as well as on the pregame, it's not so much the quantity of points, it's the percentage of shooting for Kelly. If you can get to 50% or better, you stand a pretty good chance of winning your ball games. Kelly shooting 50%. Good help out defense that time as they try and force it into Peters. Back out it goes to DeMoss. His three-pointer no good. Castell going for the rebound. Both he and Haynes go out of bounds. Haynes touching the basketball last as he stepped over the end line. Big battle there. That'll be one to watch tonight. Castell and Haynes. Two heavy-duty buffed individuals that will battle hard on the glass tonight. Redmond set it up offensively, down 3. Hirth with a little jab step fake. Now lost the control of the dribble, and it was stripped out by Tischer. And taken right back, though, by Sykes. No change of possession. Shot clock still ticking down. 12 on the clock here for the Redmen. 7 with 6 now. I don't think Kelly recognizes that shot clock did not reset. Needs some help. Somebody's got to come to it. Fires up a wild 3. It'll fall short. Shot clock violation on the Redmen. Poor defense, or poor offense that time by the Redmen. Nobody realizing that shot clock going down. Kelly left out on an island. Good defense that time by DeMoss, forcing him to take that wild shot. And the Redmen have to do a better job recognizing shot clock here as Dante Logan comes in off the bench, replacing Kevin Sykes. 8-5, in favor of the Thunder, leading by 3 here, 5 minutes in. Haynes now hands it off. Tischer for 3, drops it in. Braden Tischer for a 3 and a 6-0 run here for the Thunder, and they lead at 11-5. Now lob over the top by Hirth, trying to get it in the hands of Castell. Was deflected out of bounds by Peter Smith. Carthage will keep possession. Michael Berg will check in now as they will rotate out Peter Smith. 6-point Wheaton lead here. Carthage will inbound right of the basket. Logan into Kelly. Kelly gets it right away, goes up strong, draws the foul. Quick inbound that time by Logan, caught Kelly on the left block. Kelly able to draw the foul on Peters. His first, third on the Thunder. And so Malcolm Kelly will head to the free throw line for the Redmen. 85% from the stripe this year. This is his 4th miss all year as he came up short on that first attempt. Kelly needing 2 more 3-point baskets to supplant Antoine McDaniel as the all-time 3-point field goal shooter in Redmond basketball history. Makes the second free throw. Redmond trail by 5, 11-6. Lets DeMoss get around him. DeMoss going to the basket, lost control of the ball, but it was deflected out by Marlin Sr. Thunder will keep it left of the basket. DeMoss will get it in to Berg up top. Peters faking. Now gets it back to Tischer. Tischer will hand it off to DeMoss. DeMoss inside, back it goes to Berg. Berg got it around Sr., lays it up, missing. Reversing from the left side, ball tipped out. Logan comes away with it. Break there for the Redmen as they got penetration that time inside, but unable to finish at the basket were the Thunder, as Kelly now had it knocked out of his hand by Tyler Peters. Early on, it would appear Thunder with a little bit quicker step than the Redmen here so far. And the Wheaton getting here way early tonight. The team arrived around 5 o'clock tonight, so some 2 hours before tip-off, they were here. They definitely have the quicker step here early on as Marlin Sr. trying to catch a pass from Castell, too strong, out of bounds to the Thunder. There's those unforced errors we talked about for the Redmen. It's their first turn here tonight. Wheaton will bring it up, leading by 5. 13:50 to play, first half. Peters on the drive, got around Logan, and Logan called for the foul. Tyler Peters just taking advantage that time. Got the first step around Dante Logan, just rolled right past him. Logan had to foul him to prevent the easy basket that time. Caught him before the shot, so it'll be out of bounds to the Thunder. Checking in for Wheaton will be Joel Smith, a 6'6 sophomore out of Indianapolis, Indiana. As they get it in quickly, the 3-point shot by Tischer goes awry, and the rebound by Kelly. Kelly will bring it across. Kelly now driving, jump stop at the left block, off the glass and in. Good body control that time by Malcolm Kelly, recognizing Peters was stepping up, going to try and take the charge. Kelly pulled up instead on the left block and banked it in. Redmond trail by 3. Tischer hands it off. Smith back up top. It'll go to Tischer. To Demos, and we got to travel. Shuffling the feet that time, Joel Smith, as Cameron Van Wyk will check in for the Redmond, replacing Castell. Van Wyk, a 6'6 junior out of the American School of The Hague in the Netherlands. 11-8, Wheaton with the lead, but Carthage bringing it down here. We've played 7 minutes here in Kenosha. Carthage and the Wheaton Thunder. Marlin Sr. going strong, showing the ball, curls with the left hand, missing. Rebound tipped out to Peters. Peters will bring it down. Gets it off quickly. Tischer with it. Tischer now double teamed. Now they back off the double team as he gets it back up top to DeMoss. Down the drive, DeMoss stumbles his way high off the glass. No good. Rebound. Peters inside. Kicks it back out to Demas. That ball did not hit the rim. Shot clock did not reset. As they penetrate, drive the basket. Tischer with the layup. Braden Tischer having an excellent first half here. 7 points. Tischer averaging nearly 15 a game. He's halfway there. 13-8. I'm going to have to figure out a way to stop Tischer here tonight. Logan now with the dribble to the right corner. Back up top to Senior. Left side it goes to Hirth for 3. Drops it in. Reese Hirth off the feed from Senior at the left elbow. Able to drain the 3. The Redmen back to within 2. Over 8 minutes gone by here in Kenosha. 2-point game. We got a foul inside. Logan getting tangled up with Peters, and Logan called for his second foul. So Logan picking up the foul. Sykes will check back in for the Redmen, replacing Kelly. Haynes back in. Also in Tad Fisher. Fisher works off to Peters. Tyler Peters gets it back to Demas. Demas with it now, back out to Peters for 3. That one crawls up and over the rim and down. Boy, you can tell when you've got the shooter's touch. Peters that time, that ball hit short, but it bounced straight up and went straight down for the triple. Peters with 8. 16-11. 7-point or a 5-point lead here for the Thunder. Senior now gets around Haynes, lays it up, count it. And one upcoming for Marlin Sr. Nice little spin move off the right block that time. Backing down Haynes. Backing him down on the paint, then spun right in front of him. All in one motion, went right to the basket, and Haynes left his feet, committed the foul. And Senior able to complete the 3-point play. Once again, pulls his team to within 2. 16-14, Wheaton leading, 11:15 to play. Marlin Sr. now with 5 points on the evening. DeMoss with it high on the right. Gets it to Peters. Bounced off Logan. Now turns, drives on Logan. Gets to the paint. Tried to feed it inside to Haynes. Ball loose in the paint. Poked out of there by Senior. Logan comes away with it. 3-on-1 to Hirth. Hirth driving hard. Draws the foul. Could not finish. But Hirth will get to the free throw line. Finger rolled it right to the rim, and the ball hit the back heel of the rim and popped back out. Getting back defensively was DeMoss, who commits the foul, his first, the 5th on the Thunder, and Reese Hirth on the line for the first time tonight. Hirth had 28 earlier this season in the double overtime win over Platteville. That's a collegiate best for Hirth as he connects on the free throw. Tischer comes in replacing Peters for Wheaton Thunder. 1-point ball game, chance to tie it here on this toss by Reese Hirth. And he does. Knotted at 16. 10:50 to go here in the first half. John Weiser with you from the Tarble Arena in Kenosha. 1,000 or so here tonight. Good crowd for a midweek game here at the Tarble Arena. Now they roll it inside. Haynes backing on the left block on Van Wyk. Kicks it back out right corner for the triple. It's on the way, no good. Rebound Haynes. Haynes gets it back out to DeMoss. Right elbow 3, nope. Rebound pulled in by Hirth. A couple of good looks on the 3 ball that time, but the Thunder unable to capitalize. Redmond with a chance to gain the lead here. Logan brings it down, crossing over the senior screen. Gives it off to Van Wyk. Hands it back to Logan. DeMoss tracking Logan here as he gets it off to Hurth. Hurth for three on the way. Off the rim, no. Ball tipped into the corner off of Marlin Sr. as he battled Haynes for it that time. Out of bounds off a Senior. It'll be Thunder basketball as checking back in will be Berg. Malcolm Kelly will check in also for the Redmen, replacing Reese Hurth. Knotted at 16 here at the midway point of our first half. DeMoss will bring it across, gets past Logan. Dumps it off to Tischer. Now rolls it to Haynes, backing in on the left block, turning, spinning, leans in on Van Wyk, sits on the rim and then falls through. Haynes attacking the basket that time off the left side, got Van Wyk out of position that time for the easy look off the left block. Haynes his first 2 points. Inside it goes into Cameron Van Wyk with the easy reverse layup. Van Wyk his first deuce tonight. We're tied at 18, 9:25 to go in the half. DeMoss now will hand it off to Tischer, to Berg around the near side. Fisher. Inside Haynes again, working on Van Wyk. Missed it, got his own rebound, lays it up right side, count it, and one. Nope, wait, they're going to wipe it off. They're going to count the basket or not. They'll count the basket as it was going through. They're going to call a foul on Haynes. That's his second. He was battling Van Wyk inside, got the shot off, and then as he completed the basket, or completed the shot, I should say, pulled Van Wyk down. They'll count the basket, but the foul will go on Haynes, his second. Mike Costell will check in for Van Wyk. Peter Smith also in now for the Thunder. 9:05 to play here in the half. It's a 2-point game. Logan slides off to the left wing. Working the dribble on DeMoss. Now feeds Senior at the right elbow outside the arc. Up top to Sykes. Kevin Sykes working it. On the dribble. Crossover. Has Tischer guarding him. Now finds Kelly. Kelly goes into Senior. 7 on the shot clock. Senior going hard. Bounced off of 2 different players. Lays it up and in. And ties the game at 20. Marlin Senior with 7 first half points. The 4th leading scorer in the league coming into play here tonight, Marlin Senior. A 3-ball on the way. Good by Joel Smith. Left alone, top of the circle, and Smith able to drain the 3. Not bashful at all, taking 3-pointers, 18 of 38 coming in. (23-20). 3-point ball game. Inside it goes Senior. Missed off the right block. Again, good defensive help in there by Peter Smith. Long outlet pass to DeMoss. Going in on Costell. They're going to call Costell for the block. 2 free throws upcoming for DeMoss. Mike Costell was there. He left his feet. I think if he would have just stayed planted, he would have been able to take the charge by DeMoss. But because he left his feet, went for the block, got called for the foul. That'll put DeMoss on the line to complete the 3-point play, or I should say shoot the free throws, and he misses the front end. Let me correct myself. Joel Smith, 3 for 17 now, shooting the 3 ball. So it's one of those rare makes. You leave the man that you should leave open, actually shot one down. DeMoss hits both free throws. It's back to a 4-point Wheaton advantage. Approaching 7:40 remaining here in our first half. Costell with it, gets it off to Senior. Marlin Senior between the circles. Works it off to Kevin Sykes off the Costell screen. Drives the basket, lays it into Logan, and we got a foul called as Sykes was hit the deck. The foul's going to go on Braden Tischer. Tischer picks up his first, 7th team foul on the Thunder, so the Redmen shooting here the rest of the way out. Fisher in now. Tad Fisher in for the Thunder as Sykes will head to the free throw line. Sykes the first of 2, and that one goes in. Sykes' high water mark this year was 17. Scored that against Silver Lake back on December 9th. And he's had a good season at the three-point arc this year. 37% from the three-point arc as he hits both free throws here. He has his first 2 points of the game. 2-point advantage Wheaton, 24-22. Thunder brings it down. Top to Peters. Works it off to Peter Smith. Smith into the corner. Tad Fisher with it. Got off of Logan. Now ran into Marlin Sr. Lost the dribble out of bounds and turns it over. Marlin did a nice job. Planted himself at the block. And it forced the turnover there as Scott McNellis, a fine-looking freshman for the Redmen, checks in. McNellis, a 6'5" frosh out of Downers Grove South. He'll replace Marlin Sr. here. 2-point deficit here for the Redmen. Under 7 minutes to play. McNellis now off the left block. Turnaround shot. That crawls off the rim, no good. Fisher with the tap to Peters. Tyler Peters across midcourt. Peters pull-up jumper over Kelly. Back iron, no. Rebound, Castell had it, but McNellis able to snare it. Went off the right hand that time of Castell, right into the arms of McNellis. Now Logan works it off to Castell. Right corner jumper, that's off the back iron. Rebound pulled in by Tyler Peters. Peters will walk it up, checked up by Kelly. 24-22 Wheaton. 6.5 minutes to go here in our first half. Smith will hand it off. Got a body contact by Castell. Picks up his second foul. Tried to deny the pass to Braden Tischer, and Tischer ran right into Castell, who drew the foul. Now Castell will leave with 2 personals. Cameron Van Wyk back in. See if they'll get Nate Haynes back in here now as well. Haynes had his way with Van Wyk the last couple of possessions when Van Wyk was in. Now DeMoss driving in from the right side, slides it off into the left corner for the 3. On the way, no. Rebound pulled in by Logan. Peter Smith missing that time out of the left corner. Logan will settle it down. Under 6 minutes to go here in the half. Redmen trail by 2. Sykes, no look pass into Van Wyk. Van Wyk traveled with it. Caught that one down low underneath the basket at the right block and then kind of stumbled his way back out with it and traveled. 4th turn by the Redmen. Each team now with 4 turnovers here in the half. Again, the Thunder will bring it down, and again, they'll call Logan for the hand check. Ken Faulkner on the call. Pretty easy call there. Again, that's been the point of emphasis this year, the hand check fouls, and Logan just laying the elbow in on the ribs that time of Peters bringing the ball up the floor. That's 2 now on Logan. DeMoss now circles around. Behind the back feed to Tyler Peters. Peters got past Kelly. Drives in left hand, missing. Ball loose inside, picked up by Sykes. Sykes will get it down to Logan. Logan now. Crossover dribble. Try to force it in to Van Wyk. Got a kicking violation on Berg that time. Michael Berg kicking that basketball. Carthage will reload here, left of the basket. Redmen down 2, 24-22. To try and get into McNellis. Ball deflected that time by Berg. Racing out with it is Tischer. Tischer pulls up underneath, lays it up and in. Got around Van Wyk that time, puts his team back up by 4. Tischer now with 9. 26-22 Wheaton. 5 minutes to go here in our first half. Sykes with it now, high in the right wing. Works it off to Van Wyk, now to Logan at the left elbow. Backs it off with the dribble. Gets a screen from Van Wyk into the left corner, McNellis. Back up top to Logan. 10 on the shot clock here for the Redmen. Logan, jump stop in the paint, missing. Rebound, McNellis, who tried to throw it up all in one motion. Goes off the glass, and the rebound pulled in by Peters. He'll hand it off to DeMoss. Now back to Tischer. Inside to Peters, backing in on Malcolm Kelly. Leans in off the glass and good. Mismatch there. Kelly not having any luck trying to contain him. And a timeout taken by the Redmen. 6-point Wheaton lead, 28-22. Redmond will take their second timeout here in the half, a 30-second timeout. Well, Carthage Lady Reds continue to lead the Wheaton Thunder down in Wheaton tonight, 38-30. Just under 2 minutes left in that ball game. Stephanie Kuzmanik with 11 points to lead the way for the Lady Reds. Elsewhere in men's basketball tonight in conference play, Milliken with a 1-point lead over Wesleyan, 22-21. 5 minutes to go in Decatur in the first half in that ball game. Augie and North Central knotted at 23. 4 minutes left first half in Naperville. And on Chicago's north side, Elmhurst leading North Park 20-14. 6 minutes to go first half in that ball game. Redmond bring it up, trailing by 6 here. 4:05 to play. First half here in Kenosha. Reese Hirth back in the lineup now for the Redmond. Hirth, McNellis, Sykes, Kelly, and Van Wyck. Kelly now working the dribble on Peters, has to back it off. 10 on the shot clock, not much movement here on the ball. Kelly just playing a one-man game, now pulls up, fires, missing, rebound loose, picked up by Tyler Peters. Peters will race it across midcourt. Peters, nice no-look feed to Berg, back up top of the go to Smith, back to Peters. Back to Smith now. Now gives it off to Tischer, ball fake, got around Sykes, pulls up right at the free throw line and hits. 8-0 run here for Wheaton, and they lead it by a score of 30-22. Carthage breaking down on offense. A lot of standing around. Not much motion here by the Redmond offensively. Down the drive. Hirth going strong to the basket. Missing. Tapped up by Van Wyck. No good, but it comes off the glass to Van Wyck. Carthage will reload. Again, this is what happens. Redmond get bogged down. A lot of standing around. Not much movement away from the basketball. Now Kelly with it high in the left wing. Spun around Peters. Now pulls up in the paint. Contact. Counted and one. Malcolm Kelly got the bump, then flipped it up with the right hand. They'll count the basket and the foul. The and one upcoming for the Kenosian, Malcolm Kelly. Smith will check back in for Thunder, and Marlin Sr. back in for the Redmond. Miles Olson also in now for the Redmond, the sophomore out of East Troy. Kelly to complete the three-point play, and he does. Carthage to within 5 here with 2:40 to play in the half. 30-25 Thunder. Kelly now with 8 points. Tischer with the ball. We got a whistle and a foul. Olson putting the arm into Tyler Peters, and that's the 7th team foul on the Redmond.
Carthage fouls number 4, Miles Olson.
So Olson, first 30 seconds into the game,
7th team foul.
got the arm on Peters, and Tyler Peters to the free throw line where he makes a living game in and game out. Peters with 121 free throws attempted coming into the game here tonight. Tops in the league. Able to knock that one down. He's in double figures now with 11. Again, 21 points per game, but averaging 26 per game in the first 3 conference games this year. Peters able to drain both. 32-25, Redmond chasing 7 here. Under 2.5 to play first half. Kelly high in the left wing with the dribble, guarded by Peters. Feeds Marlin Sr. Senior now on the drive, spinning on the left block. Leans in, goes strong, counted and one. Marlin Sr. able to break Peter Smith down, backing him on the left block. Smith picks up his second, and Senior on the line to complete the three-point play. Joel Smith back in, replacing Peter Smith. And Marlin Sr. for the and one. And Senior able to connect. He now has 10. 32-28, Redmond down 4, 2:10 to play here in the half. Peters to DeMoss, up top to Tischer. Works it off on the right wing. The hands of Berg. Now back to Peters. Gives it back to Berg. 20-footer right baseline, good. Michael Berg able to connect. He's got 3 on the night. 34-28. Van Wyk, middle of the floor. Feeds Olson. Olson now. Gives it off to Kelly. Fires for 3. Rattles out, no. Halfway down and it popped out. Joel Smith with the rebound for the Thunder. Gives it off to DeMoss. DeMoss across midcourt. Works it to Berg. Now into the hands of Tischer. Back to Berg, high on the right wing. Looking to roll it into Peters. Denied there. Back up top to Tischer. His 3 ball too strong. Ball flipped back out in the hands of Wheaton. They'll reload here with 1:10 to play. Winning the rebounding battle here. Now +5 on the board so far tonight. Now we got a whistle away from the play. What do we have here? A foul on Olson again. Holding Tyler Peters as he cut through the paint. Miles Olson picks up his 2nd foul. 8th on the Redmen here, and once again, Tyler Peters on the line. This is not what you want here tonight. He's 3 for 3 on the stripe. He marches to this line 10, 12, 13 times tonight. It's going to be a long night here for the Redmen. Second free throw up and in. Peters 4 for 4 from the stripe now. He's got 13, make it 14 first half points. 36-28, Redmond down 8 here, under a minute to play in the half. Now Hurth between the circles. Driving, pulls up, free throw line jumper over Tischer's no good. Ball tapped by Van Wyk, but right in the hands of Berg. He'll hand it off, and Wheaton will walk it down here. About 12-second differential, game clock to shot clock here. They'll try and milk it down as far as they can. Carthage a little lethargic here offensively tonight. A lot of standing around. One guy handling the ball, 4 players looking around. Now the 3 ball on the way, no good. Tapped through the hands of Van Wyk, picked up by Olson. Carthage will bring it down. They'll play it for 1 here. Let's see what Carthage sets up here for the Redmen. Kelly with 8, with 7, now with 6, with 5, with 4. Kelly driving left side, pulls up 20-footer, good at the buzzer. Malcolm Kelly over Tyler Peters as time expires here in this first half. Kelly with 10. The Redmen will take to the locker room down 6. We've played 20 minutes here in Kenosha with your score. 21st ranked Wheaton 36, the Carthage Redmen 30. We'll pause and take a 2-minute break. Back with our halftime programming after this on AM 1050 WLIP. So it'll be Tischer, Smith, Peters, Berg, and Haynes for the Thunder to start this second half. Should be Sykes, Hurth, Kelly, Sr., and Costell for the Redmen. Carthage still hunted around Bosco Jurkovic, wearing the burgundy striped shirt with the oxblood shoes and the khaki pants tonight. He chose the magenta colored glasses to wear tonight, so always a fashion statement with Bosco. Originally was going to go with the blue glasses tonight, but I think it was Steve that talked him into going with the purple glasses tonight. We're underway here in the second half. Carthage with the ball. And right away we get a foul as Sykes bumped off by Peter Smith, and Smith picking up his 3rd foul. So he'll come out immediately for DeMoss.
Into the Thunder lineup is number 10, Caleb DeMoss.
Caleb DeMoss will check in here. So Smith out with 3 personal fouls early here in this second half. Carthage reload at midcourt. Sykes will try and work his way through the man-to-man defense. Hurth high in the left wing, guarded by Tischer. Up top to Costell, driving. Dumps it off left block, looking for Marlin Sr. Off of Sr. Oh, out of bounds. Off of Carthage player. I think we're going to get a discussion here between Rob Krieger and Bill Jacobson. It's going to be Carthage ball. Good communication there as the official up top overruling the official Krieger underneath. Carthage will reload here. Opening possession, second half, down 6. Hurth Glided inside with Tischer, and it's taken away by Tyler Peters. Again, there was contact, no foul call. Now Haynes backing down Marlin Sr. Easy as could be that time. My goodness. Marlin just gave up right there at the right block, allowed Haynes to walk right around him for the easy layup. 38-30, Thunder. Now they try and toss it into Senior. Carthage turns it over again. Back-to-back turns by the Redmen here. The first minute of this second half. Down 8. Thunder looking to push it to double digits here. Caleb DeMoss with it. Gives it off to Tyler Peters. Again to Haynes. Back to Peters on the right wing. Up top to DeMoss. Feeds Berg. Slapped out momentarily by Hirth. Picked back up by Berg. Now gets it back in the hands of Tischer. Tischer back out to Peters for a 3. Back iron, no. Rebound Hirth. Reese Hirth will bring it across midcourt. Gives it off to Malcolm Kelly. Kelly will get the screen by Castell. Now wants Sykes to come out and handle a point. Sykes will collect the basketball at the center circle. Not much movement here by the Redmen. Away from the basketball. Kelly will pull up right side baseline, good. Malcolm Kelly with the bucket. Kelly now with 12. 38-32. 2-possession game here. 2 minutes into our second half. Tyler Peters up top, center circle. Works it off left wing to Tischer, to Berg. Now to Haynes, spinning on the left block. Cut off that time nicely by Castell. Back out to DeMoss, lost it. Haynes picks it up, leans in on Castell, jumping around, flapping around. They finally get the foul call. Easily could have been a travel call, could have gone either way, but they'll call the foul on Castell, who picks up foul number 3. It looked like they're in 2 choices there. Either call Haynes on the travel with the extra jump stop into Castell. Instead, they call a foul on Castell. That's his 3rd. Haynes connects with the front end. He has 7. Second free throw on the way, good. 40-32. Redmond trail by 8 here. We're just underway, second half. Sykes across midcourt. Works it off to Kelly around the Marlin Senior screen. Kelly checked off by Peters. Off-balance shot. That one is short. Sykes tried to save it from going out of bounds, and it will be Wheaton basketball. So another turnover here by the Redmen. It's their 3rd one here at start this second half. Now they try and dump it inside. DeMoss's pass intercepted by Marlin Sr. He'll give it up to Kelly. Big possession here for the Redmen. Try not to go down by 10 here. Take better care of the ball. Hirth will pop for 3 and hits top of the circle. Right on the free throw line, Reese Hirth, his 2nd triple of the ball game. Carthage now 2 for 7 outside the arc. 40-35. Redmond back to within 5 here. They got a foul away from the play. Sykes and Peters locking up. And the foul's going to go on Sykes. His first, 3rd on the Redmen here this second half. They were battling in the left corner, and Sykes and Peters had their arms locked just inside the arc here in the left corner. Wheaton will keep possession as they toss it in. Tischer with it now, top of the circle. He'll take the 3 over Hirth. That one is short. Rebound, Marlin Sr. He'll give it up to Sykes. Sykes down the floor quickly to Hirth, back to Sykes. Again, Kelly getting the start tonight over Dante Logan. Kelly for 3, left wing, good! Malcolm Kelly, the fade 3 off the left elbow, and Carthage back to within 2. 40-38. Now you need a defensive stop here. DeMoss with it. Left wing, try to get it inside to Berg. Broken up by Senior, right back to DeMoss. He threw it away, though. Goes off of Berg, rolled off his left hip, out of bounds to the Redmen. Carthage possession full length as Tad Fisher will check in. Fisher replacing Caleb DeMoss. Carthage chasing 2 here, 4 minutes into our second half. Sykes now works it off to Kelly. Kelly needing one more triple to tie Antoine McDaniel. A senior pumps the jump shot. That's no good. Senior flags down the rebound left corner. Marlin Senior with it. Back to Hurth. Coming in back door. Lays it up and in. We're tied at 40. Timeout Thunder. Carthage battled back from an 8-point deficit. 8-0 run. We're tied at 40 as the Thunder will take a full timeout. We'll break as well. 15:37 to play. We're tied at 40 in Kenosha. Back after this on AM 1050 WLIP. Play resumes. Wheaton inbounding the ball following the Thunder timeout. We got a block up top. Marlin Senior bumping off Braden Tisher that time for the foul. Senior his second. That is the third Redmond foul of the half. Wheaton with a fresh 35 will get it in play. Tyler Peters driving left baseline, lays it up off the glass and good. Right over the top of Mike Costell that time. Peters now with 16. 42-40. Thunder regain the lead here by 2. Sykes now works the basketball, right-hand dribble. Now driving right side, goes hard to the basket, laid it short. Costell with the offensive board. Turns and counted and one. Little 180 off the right block by Mike Costell off the miss by Sykes. Haynes picks up the foul. That's his third. And that will put Costell on the line to complete the 3-point play. Haynes protesting the call. Kenny Faulkner walking him back to the Wheaton bench. So Haynes with 3. Peter Smith with 3 fouls, both on the bench here for the Thunder. And Costell on the line for the and 1. And Carthage takes the lead. Their first lead since very early in the first half. 43-42. Now they get a collision up top. Hurth colliding with Braden Tisher right at midcourt as that pass from Peters got to that spot on the floor just as both Tisher and Hurth got there. 4th foul on the Redmen here in the half. Peters now works it off to Tisher. Works off the Peters screen. Back to Tisher now, top of the circle, driving, left-hand layup off the glass, too strong. Rebound Marlin Senior, clears it out to Sykes. Carthage will bring it down. Sykes across midcourt, sets it up. Sykes now, right wing it goes to Kelly. Around the Costell screen, Kelly now in the paint. Little head shoulder fake, pops, curls, and falls. Malcolm Kelly with 17. Little head shoulder fake, getting the shooter's touch, and the Redmen their largest lead now at 3, 45-42. Down the drive, Tyler Peters counted and 1. Tyler just running it right up the middle of the floor, right through the paint. Sykes picks up his second. Well, when they need a bucket, they know where to go, and that's Tyler Peters. He took it right to the rim, and we mentioned in the pregame, that's his favorite spot, likes to finish at the rim. Dante Logan will check in. He's going to replace Reese Hurth. And Tyler Peters with a chance to complete the 3-point play here. And he does. 19 points on the night for Tyler Peters. We're tied at 45, 13:50 to play. Logan with it. On the dribble between the circles, working on DeMoss. Now gets it off to Kelly, high on the right wing. Kelly for 3, on the way. Counted! Malcolm Kelly with the triple ties Antoine McDaniel for the all-time lead with 190. And 20 on the night for Kelly. 48-45 Redmond. Dimash with it at the right elbow. Slides it off left wing to Tischer. Braden Tischer backs off the dribble. Gets it back to Tyler Peters. Peters back to Tischer. Penetrates below the arc. In the paint. Double dribble. Got away with it. Now it's loose inside. Tischer picks it back up. Goes off the glass and down. That was a double dribble that Tischer got away with that time. That ball hung up on his right hip as he penetrated the paint. No call. 48-47. Sykes now takes the dribble back up top out of the right corner. Works it left side to Logan. Logan high on the left. With the dribble now. Splits two defenders, slides it off to Castell, top of the circle. Hands it off to Sykes. Sykes spinning through the paint. Left-hand layup, too strong. Castell with the rebound. His stick back, no. Goes back up second time and was fouled. Castell able to stay with it.
Thunder fouls number 31, Joel Smith. His second
Smith
personal
picking up
foul.
the foul on the second effort that time by Castell. That'll put Big Mike on the line, shooting a pair.
Castell at the red man line.
Mike Castell back at the free throw line here for the Redmen, where he is 1 for 2 tonight. That one short. Well, Castell has struggled at the line this year. Just 58% on the year. We'll have one more here. Second one on the way. That one rattles out, no good. Rebound, Smith. 48-47. Remains a 1 point Redmond lead here. Clock approaching 12:25 to play in our second half. Tischer with it, top of the circle, guarded by Kelly. Slides it off near wing. Berg for three, hits. Michael Berg at the left elbow behind the arc, able to drop it in, and Thunder back up by 2. And a whistle, offensive foul on the Redmen. Mike Castell moving screen.
Carthage fouls number 4.
Tried to set the screen up top, again dropped the shoulder.
His fourth personal foul. 6th team
Castell
foul.
picking up his fourth. Will sit down. Cameron Van Wyk in for the Redmen. Now the Thunder will set it up offensively. Dimash with it, top of the circle. Works it off to Tad Fisher for three. Knocks it down. Tad Fisher for three. Lead back out by 5. Timeout, Redmond. It'll be a 30-second timeout by Carthage. We will keep it here. Carthage trailing 53-48. Well, down at the King Arena, a barn burner in women's basketball. 8.5 minutes to play. It's now knotted up at 52 apiece. Lady Reds and the Wheaton Thunder. Kuzmanik tonight with 21 points for the Lady Reds, 8 of 13 from the floor. Ellie Zeller with 19 for the Thunder. Again, 52 all with 8.5 minutes remaining down at the King Arena in Wheaton. Men's play tonight in Decatur. Illinois Wesleyan now pulling away from Milliken. Titans 45, Big Blue 33, 13 minutes to go. Augustana with a 52-38 advantage over North Central in Naperville tonight. And Elmhurst is leading North Park 42-38 at the North Park gym. Big possession here for the Redmen. After going up 48-46, the Thunder have come back now on a 7-0 run. Sykes now on the drive. Tad Fisher with the foul. And check that time by Fisher, grabbing the arm of Sykes. Tad Fisher picks up his first, fourth on the team. Smith and Haynes back in, each with 3 fouls here for the Thunder. Logan gets the inbound pass. Logan, Sykes, Senior, Van Wyk, and Kelly. Castell on the bench with 4 fouls for the Redmen. Logan around the Van Wyk screen. Into the right corner goes Sykes. Below the arc with the dribble. Back up top to Logan. Logan now on the drive. Has a clearing. Dumps it back door left side. Senior lays it up and in. Logan with the penetration right side, drew the defense over, and Senior broke hard left baseline, caught the backdoor pass and the layup. Redmond trail by 3. For Marlin now, 12 points tonight. Tad Fisher with the dribble. Left side feeds Haynes, backing down on Van Wyk. Haynes now in the paint, spun around Van Wyk, lays it up and in. Fakes left, spun right, left Van Wyk in his wake, and Haynes able to get the layup. 10 points now for Haynes. 55-50 Thunder. Now Marlin faked the 3, now brought it back down. Backing in the paint, spinning, traveled. Lost his footing that time as he tried to lean in on Haynes. Good job by Haynes to stay with Senior that time. Now Tyler Peters will walk it up. 5-point Wheaton advantage here as we're approaching the midway point of our second half. Tad Fisher high on the left side, try to get it inside to Haynes, broken up by Van Wyk, taken away by Kelly. Malcolm Kelly going up strong, draws the foul. Van Wyk with a nice job that time to step around Haynes to tip that one away. Kelly able to pick it up, and then in his race down the floor was fouled on the way to the basket by Tyler Peters. So Kelly on the line where he is 2 for 3 tonight. And the first free throw clanks off. Well, the Redmen have struggled at the stripe here tonight. Carthage 10 of 15, under 70% now on the evening. Hirth will check back in for Sykes for the Redmen. One more toss here for Malcolm Kelly. 20 points on the night. Back-to-back 20-point performances for Kelly at 27 Saturday in the win over North Central. Make it 21 as he hits the free throw. 9:55 to play, Redmond down 4. Now Tischer up top to Tyler Peters. Around to Tad Fisher. Works it back off here near side to Haynes. Haynes feeds Peters, shooting over Logan. That's an air ball picked up by Senior underneath. Kelly now across midcourt, left side. Gets around the Van Wyk screen, penetrates, and draws the foul. Good job by Van Wyk to step out and set the screen. That allowed Kelly to drive left side, get to the rim, and draw the foul. It'll go on Fisher. Tischer picks up his second. Sixth foul on Wheaton. Each team now will head to the bonus. Kelly on the line for 2, makes the front end.
Your current substitutions are for Miles Olson.
Miles Olson in for Dante Logan. Olson, the sophomore out of East Troy. Second toss by Kelly is on the way, and that one is short. Rebound Haynes. Redmond back to within 3 here. 55-52, 9:20 to go in the ball game. Haynes with it, back up top. Works it off to Peter Smith, now to Tad Fisher. Rolls it inside to Peters' right block. Double teamed by Kelly and by Olson. They're going to call Kelly for the reach. Crowd didn't like the call. Kelly got across the arm that time. That's a 7th team foul. So now Wheaton shooting the 1-and-1, Tyler Peters. Peters missing. On the front end, the rebound Van Wyk. Rare miss at the line by Tyler Peters. Carthage will bring it in. Olson now standing at the center circle. Slides it off to Kelly. Kelly now trying to drive on Tyler Peters. Again cut off with the help from Peter Smith. Now got around Peters, lays it off the glass and in. Kelly able to stay with it that time. Once Smith broke up the double team, Kelly then dove down hard again on the right block on Tyler Peters and laid it up and in. 24 on the night for Malcolm Kelly. Ramps at it again. 1-point ball game. Now Peters around Olson, laid it short, got his own rebound, but couldn't control it out of bounds. Peters looking for a foul. None given there as Peters got the carom, but it went off of him out of bounds. Dante Logan back in for Miles Olson. Carthage with a chance to reclaim the lead here on this possession. 8:20 to play, 55-54. Logan across midcourt. Gets it back to Kelly, high on the left side. Malcolm Kelly leading all scores, fires for three. That one rattles out, no. Tap up by Logan, wouldn't fall. Haynes able to clear the boards for Wheaton. Good tap up that time by Logan, just fell off. Now Tischer out to DeMoss, back to Tischer, top of the circle. Guarded by Hirth, gives it off to Smith. Now to Tad Fisher, back to Smith for three over Senior, back iron no, rebound Logan. Logan wants to run the floor, he'll take it across midcourt. Logan now will settle it up, gets it to Marlon Senior. Senior had it poked away by Tad Fisher, 3-on-2 the other way. Fisher will pull up at the free throw line, works it off to DeMoss for three over Hirth, good. Timeout Wheaton, a full timeout. We'll take a break as well. Three-pointer by Fisher makes it a 4-point game, 58-54. We'll take a break, 7:26 to play. Carthage down 4 on your home for Redmond basketball, AM 1050 WLIP. Carthage will bring it up here, trailing by 4. 58-54 Thunder. Van Wyk will slide it off to Sykes. Sykes, Van Wyk, Logan, Senior, and Hirth out there for Carthage. DeMoss, Peters, Smith, Tischer, and Haynes for Wheaton. Sykes off balance to the basket, right side, lays it up off the glass and in. Sykes driving right, little fadeaway with the right hand off the window. He's got 4. 2-point game, 58-56, 6:50 to play. Haynes way up top, gives it off to DeMoss. Back to Tischer. Tischer traveled with the basketball. Caught that pass off balance at the free throw line. Fell off to his left and called for the travel. Just the 8th turn by Wheaton here tonight. Carthage with 10 turnovers. And a chance to tie or take the lead here for the Redmen. Logan quickly down the floor, driving hard right side, and was fouled. Saw a seam there coming down the right baseline, and Logan will go to the line to shoot 2. That last foul on Smith, his 4th. Good recognition by Logan that time. Knew that Peter Smith, with that 3rd foul, drove it right at him, and Smith picks up foul number 4. Logan with the free throw, settles in. Berg will come in for Peter Smith, who exits with 4 fouls. Logan to clean up his free throws, a 78% shooter from the stripe. Coming off the bench here tonight, Malcolm Kelly getting the start ahead of Dante Logan. Logan able to knock down both. First 2 points of the game for Dante Logan. Big ones, ties it up at 58, 6.5 minutes to go. Crowd a little over 800 here tonight. Enjoying this one. As always, this is a fun series to broadcast. Wheaton and Carthage. DeMoss with it. Ball faking, got around Hirth. Back up top to Haynes, gets the return pass. DeMoss now penetrates, skip past left side. Berg, 20-footer. That one's short. Tipped alive by Haynes. He'll pull it back down. Wheaton will reload. Haynes and Hirth battling inside, and Haynes got the better of it that time. Carthage still a +2 on the glass here. Impressive because they were down 4 on the glass to start the second half. Now Berg, top of the circle, got a foul away from the play. Logan and, again, Tyler Peters, and they'll call Dante Logan for the foul. That's 3 on Logan. Again, Tyler Peters finds his way to the free throw line where he is 5 of 6 tonight. Tad Fisher in for Caleb DeMoss. And back at the line is Tyler Peters. Peters with 19 tonight, 6 of 11 from the floor. 5 of 6, make it 6 out of 7 from the stripe. He now has 20 points. Second one on the way. That one is short. Rebound tipped up, brought down by Berg. Big offensive board. Goes up strong, blocked by Van Wyk, but then Senior comes down with it. Cameron Van Wyk with a huge block that time. On the shot, by Berg. Carthage will reload here. Down 1. Inside it goes to Van Wyk. Broken up by Peters and taken away by Berg. Excellent defense in there by Tyler Peters. He does it all. Tad Fisher for 3 out of the right corner. That one's no good. Rebound Marlin Sr. He'll clear it out to Dante Logan. Quickly to Sykes. Sykes may have gotten away with a walk there as he's set up on that left wing. Gives it back to Logan. Logan now. Lost the dribble. Turned it over. Trying to back down. Got cute with it. Peters with the steal. Peters. That's an offensive foul. He dropped the arm on Sykes, and it is an offensive foul called by Kenny Faulkner. Peters picks up his second. Sykes got back. Peters was going to make contact, but he stuck the arm out. Got the arm out in front of him, shoving Sykes to the floor, and Peters called for the offensive foul. Kelly back in there along with Castell for the Redmen. 59-58 Thunder, 4:50 to play here in Kenosha. Senior off to Logan, high on the left, guarded by Tad Fisher. Gives it off to Castell between the circles. Castell now takes the dribble right side, hands it off to Kelly, right wing. Kelly now driving, and the hand check foul on his drive to the basket. Foul will go on Tyler Peters, his 4th.
Thunder fouls number 34, Tyler Peters, his 4th personal foul. 19 foul.
DeMoss and Smith will check back in for Wheaton,
10,
replacing Tad Fisher and Michael Berg. 9th team foul on the Thunder, so Malcolm Kelly on the line, bonus, 1-1 here. Kelly with 24, make it 25 tonight. Conference Player of the Week this past week in the CCIW. Matter of fact, both Kelly for the Redmen and Michelle Wenzel for the Lady Reds, your Conference Players of the Week in men's and women's basketball. As Kelly hits both free throws. Malcolm Kelly with 26 tonight. Carthage back up by 1, 60-59, 4.5 minutes remaining. Smith with it to Tischer. Tischer top of the circle. Gets it back to Haynes. Into the left corner to Smith. He'll take the dribble back up top. Smith cut off there by Castell. Dumps it back down to Haynes. Haynes jump around Castell. Overlaid. I think he was surprised how easily he got around Castell with 4 fouls. Did not want to foul him. And Haynes, I think, was surprised when he got to the basket. Nobody was there, and he overlaid. Now the Redmen with a chance to open up a 3-point lead here. Logan high on the right to Marlin Sr. Trying to work off the Castell screen. Senior still with the dribble now on the left wing. Feeds Kelly left corner. Turning now on Tischer. Head shoulder fake, leans in on Tischer and draws the foul. Braden Tischer can't believe it, but Kelly was knocked to the floor, and Malcolm Kelly will go to the line to shoot 2. Vintage Kelly there. Just a little jab step, just enough to get Tischer off the floor, who made contact with Kelly and got called for the foul, his 3rd. Malcolm back at the line for a pair. Kelly missing the front end. Malcolm now 6 out of 10 from the free throw line. Second one up. That one curls off, no good. Comes up empty. Tyler Peters with another rebound. Peters with 6 off the glass here tonight. 60-59, Redmen by 1, 3.5 minutes to play. Now Tischer falling down, got shoved down by Sykes, and Sykes thrown to the floor, and now Tischer called for the foul. Boy, the Redmen got away with one there, I have to tell you. Sykes put Tischer on the floor originally. Tischer didn't like it. He retaliated on Sykes, threw Sykes to the floor, and Tischer, as what happens so many times, the man who retaliates gets called for the foul. Braden Tischer with the foul, his 4th. It was an offensive foul. I think Bosco asking to see if this is going to be a shooting foul or not. They say no. Carthage will inbound from the back court. So now you have Tyler Peters with 4 fouls. And Tischer with 4 fouls. Kelly now on the drive. Tischer had to let him go. Kelly off the glass and down. Redmond up 3 on the left-hand layup that time by Malcolm Kelly. Kelly with 28. 62-59. Timeout, Wheaton. 3:05 to go. We will keep it here. Carthage 62. Wheaton 59. Malcolm Kelly tonight leads all scorers with 28. Kelly tonight, 10 of 15 from the floor, 2 of 5 from three-point range, tying Antoine McDaniel for the collegiate best in three-point field goals. And he is 6-11 from the line. Lady Reds, with under a minute left, have a 4-point lead on Wheaton down at the King Arena, 71-67. Kuzmanik, 28 points tonight for the Lady Reds. Again, under a minute left, Carthage up 4 on Wheaton. In men's basketball tonight, 5 minutes to go in Decatur. Illinois Wesleyan 59, Milliken 54. In Naperville tonight, under a minute left, Augustana about to win their ball game. They're up 12 on North Central, 62-50. 8 minutes to go at North Park. It's Elmhurst 55, North Park 51. 62-59 Redmond, each team in the bonus. Possession arrow favoring Wheaton, each team with 3 timeouts remaining. Thunder get it in, Haynes top of the circle, and we got a whistle away. Logan again holding Tyler Peters, and once again Peters parades to the free throw line.
Redmond fouls number 21, Dante Logan, his 4th personal foul. 9th team foul.
That is his 4th on Logan. 9th team foul, and Tyler Peters on the line. Missing again, and Marlin Sr. able to snare it. Boy, Peters has missed 3 free throws here tonight. Every one he's missed, the Redmen have come up with the rebound. 62-59 Carthage, 2:40 to play. Kelly now high in the left wing. One-man game to the free throw line. Dumps it off to Sykes. Three-pointer on the way, short. Rebound DeMoss. Kind of rolled off the hand that time of Sykes as he launched that three-pointer. Peters now driving hard, lays it short. Tapped up by Haynes, no good. Rebound Malcolm Kelly off the defensive glass for the Redmen. Carthage will walk it down. 2:15 to play, leading by 3. Logan will set it up at the center circle. Logan working on DeMoss. Slides off right wing. Over the top feed, looking for Marlin Sr. Too strong, taken away by Tischer. Down the floor quickly to Smith. Smith going up, blocked by Castell. A rejection by Mike Castell into the second row behind the Wheaton bench. Look out down there. Somebody's got Wilson written across their forehead on that swat by Castell. Out of the corner, DeMoss for 3. Back iron, no. Rebound Sykes. Wheaton has gone cold here. Wheaton has gone the last 5.5 minutes without a field goal. Timeout, Carthage. 1:38 to go. Redmond leading by 3. Carthage will take a timeout. Well, the Thunder have gone almost 6 minutes without a field goal. Their last field goal was a three-pointer by Caleb DeMoss with 7.5 minutes to play. That put Wheaton up by 4, 58-54. The Redmen were able to come back and tie it. A layup by Sykes and 2 free throws by Dante Logan tied it at 58. Since then, Carthage on a 4-1 run. Plus, they've shut down the Thunder here. The Thunder nearly 6 minutes without a field goal. Carthage a +4 on the glass. 29-25. Redmond with 4 offensive rebounds here in the second half. And the Redmen getting to the free throw line, 16 of 24. They're just not converting. So it'll be Carthage ball at midcourt. Kelly, Logan, Senior, Castell, and Sykes. It'll be Peters, Tischer, Haynes, DeMoss, and Smith for the Thunder. Logan from the backcourt brings it across. 90 seconds to go. Gets it to Kelly. 15 on the shot clock to Senior. Senior back to Kelly on the left wing. Kelly getting around Smith. Leans in off the glass. Too strong. Tap up by Senior. No. Rebound Haynes. Again, Wheaton will bring it down. Trailing by 3. Minute 13 to play. Peters off to Tischer for 3. Back iron. No. And the rebound to Kelly. Wheaton has gone stone cold from the field here in the final 7.5 minutes. Under a minute to go. Carthage with the ball, leading by 3. Another close one between the Thunder and the Redmen here tonight. And something like 10 of their last 12 have been decided by 4 points or less. Senior with closely guarded, trying to get past Haynes, and the foul by Nathan Haynes. Haynes with the blocking foul, his 4th. Double bonus, so Senior on the line will shoot 2 here and a chance to make it a 2-possession game. Marlin Senior tonight, 12 points. Make it 13, and a 2-possession game here puts his team up by 4. Second free throw for Marlin Senior is good. 5-point lead, 64-59, 40 seconds to play. Wheaton will take a timeout. Each team now with 2 timeouts remaining. The possession arrow to Wheaton, as the Thunder will take a timeout. Wheaton now has gone 7 minutes without a field goal. They have missed their last 5 from the field. It's now a final down at King Arena. The Lady Reds remain undefeated, 4-0 on the year in conference play, 13-2 overall as they dispatch the Wheaton Thunder tonight, 77-69. Stephanie Kuzmanik, 34 points, 8 rebounds, 8 assists tonight for the Lady Reds in the victory. So Lady Reds knocking off Wheaton on the road tonight, 77-69. Illinois Wesleyan, a big lead, 3 minutes left, up 18 in Decatur, 69-51. Augustana, a winner tonight in Naperville, 62-50 over North Central. Elmhurst by 8 over North Park with 6.5 minutes to play, 59-51 Elmhurst. 40 seconds to go. Redmond up 5. Wheaton will bring it down quickly. Tyler Peters with it. Peters trying to get past Logan. Logan will let him go. He'll drive the basket. Overlaid. Missed. Rebound. Costell dishes off to Sykes. Sykes tied up and was fouled by Tyler Peters. And Peters has fouled out. Check that, Haynes. That's his 5th. Nathan Haynes has fouled out. So Haynes fouls out with 10 points. Berg will replace him with 28 seconds left. Double bonus here for Kevin Sykes. A chance to put this one away right here. Sykes free throw short. Well, a little bit of life still here for Wheaton. Down 5 with 28 seconds to play. Another free throw attempt here for Sykes. It is on the way. Good. 6-point lead, 65-59. Now back the other way. Shot up and a 3-point shot that time by Smith was fouled by Marlin Senior. Gotta let him just take that shot, Marlin. You can't get out there and defend. That's not right. Doesn't hurt you if he makes it. Now you let him score with no time coming off the clock. And Smith hits the first of 3 free throws. Peter Smith playing much of this first half without, or I should say with 4 fouls. Second one over the rim and through. McCreary in. Spencer McCreary for the first time tonight. Tad Fisher also in now. And the third free throw by Peter Smith is up and in. Costly foul there as Wheaton will take a timeout. They have one remaining. Makes it a 3-point game. And again, what hurts you there is you defended the three and fouled him, but now they made 3 free throws with no time coming off the clock. So again, the Thunder going more than 7.5 minutes without a field goal. Have pulled to within 3 here on the 3 free throws by Peter Smith. 19.3 seconds to play. Each team in the double bonus. Carthage leading by 3, the possession arrow favoring the Thunder. DeMoss, Berg, Smith, McCreary, and Fisher out there right now for Wheaton. Sykes, Hirth, Kelly, Logan, and Senior for the Redmen. Full court press put on by the Thunder. Logan to trigger the inbound. They get it to Marlin Senior, and he's fouled immediately on the inbound, 1 second coming off the clock. Marlin with a chance with a pair of free throws here to again knock it to a 2-possession game.
Marlin Senior at the line.
Senior tonight, 4 for 4 from the line. Marlin, 14 points, 4 for 4 from the stripe. Free throw on the way, good. Makes it a 4-point lead and a 2-possession game with 18.3 seconds to play. Tischer and Peters check back in now offensively for the Thunder. One more toss here for Marlin Senior. In. Timeout, Redmen. So each team now with 1 timeout remaining. Marlin Senior able to net 2 free throws here. He has 16. 18.3 seconds to play. The Redmen lead by 5. Well, who says these two teams don't have fun when they get together? My goodness, Wheaton has won 5 of the last 6. They split last year's 2 games. Margin of victory in the last 12 games on average has been 4 points. Been fun games. It goes all the way back to the, as Bosco mentioned in our pregame, back to the days of Billy Harris coaching this Wheaton team. And in the last 6 years or so, this has been one of the more entertaining matchups twice a year in CCIW play. Carthage trying to hold serve here on their home floor. 18.3 to play. Thunder will inbound full length. DeMoss, Peters, Berg, Smith, and Tischer out there for the Thunder. They roll it into Peters. Here we go. Peters across with 15 seconds. Tyler Peters dumps it off in the corner. Smith for 3. Air ball. Ball loose, taken away by Logan. Logan walked with it. Dante Logan traveled with the ball. He got hooked underneath as he tried to dribble away. He got tangled up underneath by Peters. There was no foul called. The turnover on the Redmen. 8.5 to play. They'll inbound underneath. The Thunder do. Smith a 3 over Senior, no good. Rebound Kelly, and that'll do it. The Redmen will hang on for the win. 67-62. Carthage with the victory, knocking Wheaton from the ranks of the unbeaten in conference play. So Wheaton and the Redmen now each with 3-1 records, and Carthage in a first place tie in the CCIW with the win here at home tonight. 67-62 Redmen. On the heels of 28 points by Malcolm Kelly, the Redmen survive here at home. Your final tonight, Carthage 67, Wheaton 62. Back with our post game after this 2-minute timeout. You're listening to Carthage Redmen basketball on AM 1050 800 or so happy humans exiting the Tarble Arena here tonight as Carthage hangs on down the stretch, making 5 of 6 from the free throw line to dispatch Wheaton tonight by a final of 67-62. Carthage and the Thunder now at 3-1. And pending play from other games here tonight, you've got Illinois Wesleyan winning, Augustana winning, so now you've got a 4-way tie for first place in the CCIW. As you have Wheaton, Carthage, Wesleyan, and Augustana all at 3-1 now. North Central falling to 1-3 with their loss to Augustana. Elmhurst looking to get a win on the road. That game's still in progress. So a 4-way tie for first now in the CCIW as Carthage clamped down defensively here in this second half. The Wheaton Thunder held without a field goal the final 7.5 minutes of this contest. They had as much as an 8-point lead, the Thunder did here in this second half. It was 40-32 after a pair of free throws by Nate Haynes 3 minutes into this second half. But Carthage battled back to tie the game at 40 on a layup by Reese Hirth. Redmond went up by as many as 3, 45-42 and 48-45. The latter on a three-pointer by Malcolm Kelly at the 13:40 mark. And Wheaton then regained that lead by 5. They maintained that lead by 5 twice. A three-pointer by Tad Fisher and also a layup by Nate Haynes. That coming with 10.5 minutes left made it 55-50 Wheaton. But Carthage battled back. They cut it down to 1 on a Malcolm Kelly layup with 8:47 to play, 55-54. And then tied the game at 58 all on a pair of free throws by Dante Logan. Carthage then went up by 1 on a pair of free throws by Malcolm Kelly with 4.5 minutes to play, 60-59. And then Carthage increased that lead to as many as 6 in the final minute, going 5 of 6 from the free throw line to pull away here tonight, 67-62. Boy, what a ball game tonight as we're joined now by head basketball coach Bosko Jurkovic. And Bosko, we mentioned these are entertaining games, maybe not so much more for the coaches, but the fans get their money's worth when these two teams battle in each and every time out in the CCIW.
John, as we talked often, not just you and I, but I talked to the kids about this and we talked to different people. This is the highest level of Division III basketball. When you sign on to play in this league, hopefully at Carthage, but certainly at Wheaton and at Illinois Wesleyan and at Augustana, and you can name all the schools in the league, you play in the most intense competition that you can at our level. The crowds are good. The crowds are into the game. Both teams compete at an extremely high level, and you had another one of those tonight. Was this a pretty game? Not by a long shot. Both teams played very well defensively, especially the second half. We weren't as good in the first half. Both teams played very well in the second half defensively, and it's just sort of a who's standing last. And for our sake, we made some free throws at the end. They missed some shots, and we were able to walk out of here ahead.
I don't know where to start, Bosko, because as you mentioned, you played well defensively in the second half. You limited them just 30% shooting in the second half, 8 of 26. You kept them off the field goal chart for the last 7.5 minutes. Wheaton went without a field goal here in this ball game.
A little bit fortunate. They missed some shots that they may ordinarily make, but a good job of challenging. And then we did some things as far as switching up a couple of different things that I thought paid off. But it still doesn't work unless the players execute. And I was very disappointed in our first half. We did not do a good job of coming out of the blocks. Again, our choice of plays was less good than it needed to be. We played the first 20 minutes with 2 assists. And if you look at the sheet tonight, this is a unique game. 2 quality, national quality CCIW teams each managed to have 6 assists for the entire game. And Peters himself averages 6 assists. So either our guy on the book was not lenient, which is not true because he does a great job, or we were not in position to get easy baskets on either side of the court.
Boy, it's just amazing. Old man Kelly once again tonight, 28 points. That's 27 Saturday to lead the way against North Central, 28 here tonight. I know you talk about it. It's not the quantity, it's the quality. He was 10 of 16 from the floor again tonight.
again, when he can play with his feet under his shoulders, and tonight we may have extended him a little bit longer than you would like. He played 35, 36 minutes. He's really a load on the offensive end because unguarded, he's going to bury the three more often than not. And while he doesn't separate, he uses his body and his strength to great advantage. And as a result, he gets to where he needs to on the court, and he made great play after great play. He put the team on his back, which star players and star seniors are supposed to do. It's like watching an NBA game with an older version of a star player. They make big plays at big times, and give him credit for that.
Tyler Peters with 20 points for Wheaton tonight. Bosco, he was 2 of 7 in the second half. What was the difference there?
Again, probably as much good fortune. He did not get as many touches in the second half. That was probably due to better defense on our part. He missed a couple shots on drives that he usually makes. That's just good fortune on our part. We're just happy he wasn't 4 for 7 and ended up being 70 to 67, whatever it happened to be. Heck of a ball game. We're happy that we finished on top. Now we can talk about that crazy statistic, and 4 games into a 14-game season. Last year it took 14 games. This year it took 4. Unless somebody's going to be able to erase a game, no one's going undefeated again.
That's amazing how that stat holds true. 40-plus years now of not having an undefeated team in conference play.
John, what makes it so spectacular is you're talking about 6 national champions, 16, 17, 18 Final Four teams. You're talking Jack Sikma, 15 years NBA, Mike Harper, 4 years NBA, first team All-Americans all over the place at every school in the conference, and no one has yet been able to since Augustana 73, and I was a part of that. I was a part of letting them get to 16-0.
Hey, another great job on the glass tonight. Out-rebounded them by 7, 33-26. That was the other key I was going to mention tonight. A lot of crooked numbers, particularly in that second half. You only had 12 boards in that first half. You come up with 21 here in the second half.
Castell only had 4 rebounds tonight. Marlin Sr. had 7. Castell has changed our physical culture. Just with his energy in terms of the 2014s, his motor. He plays with ridiculous passion, and that rubs off on people. And it makes it harder for the other team to get clean, easy rebounds, even if he doesn't get them. And that's helped change our rebounding situation, what was just awful the last 2 or 3 years, to being at least competitive and in most games slightly ahead.
Key for Castell tonight, he came up with 3 clutch offensive boards, 2 off of the Tyler Peters misses off the free throw line here in the second half.
The attempt at three-point play, and I don't remember if he made the free throw or not, where he got a rebound in traffic, went back up, got hit, the ball went in, was at a very key time of the game. And then there was another time when he had a look, missed it, went back and got it, and then put it into the basket and got fouled. Just effort-type stuff from him. We have to go back tomorrow and do a better job of executing our offense. Wheaton is the only team in the league that plays this way, and that would be getting up into passing lanes and not letting you enter balls where you would like. Now, give them credit. They backed off from that over the top, because through the years, going back to Wheaton, our advantage over Wheaton in games that we won were that we were able to get all kinds of over-the-top layups, and they said, no, we're not going to buy that. And we're able to play behind the inside people and still deny the outside players. Really good job on their part.
Looking at the scoreboard tonight, Wesleyan a winner in Decatur, 75-57. You got Augustana, a 12-point win in Naperville tonight. And at Elmhurst, squeaks past North Park by 3, 70-67.
It is what it is. It's a heck of a league. You know that Wesleyan is one of the top teams in the country. We've seen Augustana. They're really good, too. Wheaton thinks they're good. We think we're good. The other people in the league are also thinking that they've got a chance to compete somewhere toward the top end. We talked about that before the game. That hasn't changed 2 hours later. Now it's just a matter of preparation and getting ready to go down, because the next 2 games, perhaps the most important games of the season. You're at Milliken, you're at Elmhurst. Both teams that are not going to win the conference championship, but both very much improved teams that have got a chance to compete, to be in the middle, to get into the top 4, and make a decision as to who ends up winning the conference championship. If we're a contender to win the league, then these are games that you have to prepare for and go out and win. If we're competing to finish in the top 4 in the league, then you take care of your business at home, win one or two that you're not supposed to, call yourself a third or fourth place team at 15-10, 16-9, and nobody sneezes at that. That's the first goal. But we're 3-1, and we played good people. Now all of a sudden we've got a chance to go on the road and make a statement, and if we can do that, coming back here against Wesleyan a week from Saturday night, this is going to be a pretty wild place.
It's going to be an awesome place here for basketball, and the way the schedule turns, it's key here on Saturday. Wheaton is at Illinois Wesleyan. Somebody's walking out of there with 2 losses.
That's a very interesting game. For whatever reason, Wheaton has somehow survived in Bloomington better than all the rest of us. We know that we've not done well there. The other teams haven't even come close, to be honest. Maybe Augustana here or there. But Wheaton, for whatever reason, going back to Bill Harris, they've competed down there very strongly and been ahead as often as not.
Well, it's see you on the road in Decatur on Saturday, as they say, and take care of the Big Blue. We got a score to settle with Matt down there after last year taking a hard one down there.
We didn't play very well that game. That might have been the least good effort by our group all season long, starting from this guy and all the way down. We didn't respect the game, didn't respect their team, and I think that we know better than that right now. They were Wheaton overtime game. They're a winner at North Central. They're a quality basketball team. When they shoot well, that's what Mike Shower said earlier, and they always shoot better at home. Boy, are they tough to beat. And that's what you have to prepare for, and we've got 2 days to get ready, and we'll see what we can get done Saturday evening.
Bosco, congratulations on a great win here tonight.
Thank you, Johnny. Thank you, Melissa.
Bosco Jerkovich joining us on our post game here tonight, head coach for the Carthage Redmen, as they prevail 67-62 here at the Tarble Arena before some 800 or so in attendance tonight. To break it down for you, Redmond 58% shooting in that second half, 11 of 19 for the game, and even 50%, 21 of 42. Carthage 3 for 5 here in the second frame on 3-point shots. They finished the game 4 of 10, and they get to the line tonight, 21 of 30 from the free throw line, led by Malcolm Kelly. Gramps, as he's known across the chat room board. Malcolm Kelly, the old man, 10 of 16 from the floor, 2 of 5 from 3-point range. His 2 3-pointers now. He is now tied with Antoine McDaniel for the all-time lead in 3-point made field goals in Carthage basketball history. He has 190 along with Antoine McDaniel. So next 3 ball that goes in for Malcolm, he'll be the new 3-point field goal record holder. 28 tonight, following up a 27-point performance at home against North Central on Saturday. Kelly was 10 of 16 from the floor, 2 of 5 from 3, 6 of 11 from the free throw line. He also collected 4 rebounds in 36 minutes, his longest stint getting a start here tonight in the lineup for the Redmen. 28, leading 3 players in double figures. Marlin Sr., 16 points. He was sizzling in the second half. Marlin, 5 of 9 for the game, and just 1 of 2 from the floor here in the second half, but he was 4 for 4 at the free throw line, all of them clutch down the stretch for the Redmen. He also had 6 boards here in the second half, and 5 of those on the defensive end to finish with 16 points, 8 rebounds in 36 minutes. Reese Hirth tonight with 10 points, 3 of 6, including a pair of 3-pointers. Those are your 3 players in double figures tonight for the Redmen. Sykes with 5, Costell with 4, Logan and Van Wyck each with 2. 3 players in double figures for the Thunder tonight. Tyler Peters with 20, held under his season average tonight. He came in averaging 21 a game overall, 26 a game in conference play. Peters tonight 6 of 13, but was just 2 of 7 in the second half, and was only 2 for 5 on the free throw line here in the second half. He finished 6 of 9 from the stripe, 20 points, 6 rebounds for Tyler Peters in 37 minutes. Braden Tischer with 13. Tischer was 6 of 13 tonight, but just 1 for 5 here in the second half. He missed 2 3-pointers here in the second half as well, finishing with 13 points. Nate Haynes with 10. Haynes 4 for 6 in the ball game, and he was 2 for 3 in each half tonight before fouling out late, finishing with 10 points. DeMoss with 4. Tad Fisher with 3. Joel Smith with 3. Peter Smith with 3. Smith tonight was 0 for 4 from the 3-point range, 0 of 6 overall from the floor tonight, and in 25 minutes. Again, the Thunder just 30% shooting in the second half. For the game, they finished 40%, 21 of 52. They were 3 of 11 from behind the arc in the second half. For the game, 7 of 22. And they were 13 of 18 from the free throw line. Carthage out-rebounding Wheaton tonight by a 33-26 mark. Carthage getting 4 offensive boards here in the second half as well. 3 of them by Mike Costell, as he finished with as Marlin Sr., I should say, finished with 8 rebounds to lead the way for the Redmen. Tyler Peters and Nate Haynes each with 6 on the caroms tonight for the Thunder. As Bosco mentioned, just an odd stat sheet here tonight. Each team finished with just 6 assists tonight, 2 each for Tischer and for Caleb DeMoss. Tyler Peters, who's averaging close to 6 a game, only 1 assist tonight, and he did turn it over once as well. 6 assists tonight for the Redmen, 2 by Dante Logan, 2 by Marlin Sr. Carthage getting 4 steals tonight, 1 each by Van Wyk, Logan, Sr., and Sykes. And 1 block shot tonight, that by Mike Costell. Carthage 14 turnovers. They had 9 here in the second half. Wheaton with 10 turnovers, 6 here in the second half as well. But Carthage prevails. They knock off the 21st ranked Wheaton Thunder here tonight by a score of 67-62. The women also a winner tonight on the road down at the King Arena in Wheaton, as they knocked off the Wheaton Thunder 77-69. So the Lady Reds, the lone unbeaten team in the CCIW at 4-0, 13-2 overall. The Thunder 12-2, 3-1 overall. Stephanie Kuzmanik tonight, 34 points in 38 minutes. She was 11 of 17 from the floor, 6 of 9 from three-point range. She also had 8 rebounds and 8 assists tonight for the Lady Reds in that victory over Wheaton to go to 4-0 on the season. Men's play tonight, all finals. Illinois Wesleyan destroys Millikin in Decatur tonight, 75-57 the final there. Pat Soderman with 15 points in leading the way for the Titans. Davis Johnson with 12, a double-double tonight. Johnson with 12 points, 11 rebounds, and a losing way for the Thunder, who fall to 1-3. Illinois Wesleyan at 3-1 on the year. Augustana a winner on the road tonight in Naperville, knocking off North Central 62-50. Second loss at home in conference play for the Cardinals this year. Augustana at 3-1, 13-2 overall. As Hunter Hill, another fine night for Hill, the guard, 16 points, 4 rebounds. He was 5 of 8 from the floor, including a three-pointer tonight for his 16. Landon Gamble, preseason All-America selection, 19 points, 7 boards to lead the way for North Central. The Cardinals now 1-3 on the conference season, 8-7 overall. Elmhurst on the road knocks off North Park by a score of 70-67. So interesting tonight, 3 of the 4 road teams pick up wins. Elmhurst a 70-67 win at North Park tonight, as Nick Sanford, 17 points, 13 boards for the Blue Jays. Joe Byko with 12 points, 5 rebounds for North Park. Vikings now 0-4 on the year, 3-12 overall. Elmhurst now 10-5, 2-2 overall. So your new standings now in the CCIW: Carthage, Wheaton, Augustana, and Illinois Wesleyan all at 3-1. Elmhurst at 2-2. North Central and Millikin at 1-3. And North Park 0-4 heading into Saturday's play. And that will be interesting. Carthage at Millikin on Saturday. Wheaton will be at Illinois Wesleyan on Saturday, while Augustana will play host to North Park. Elmhurst will be at North Central. That will be your schedule on Saturday. We will have a doubleheader for you on Saturday here on 1050 WLIP. It's going to be the Lady Reds and Big Blues starting at 5. We'll begin our broadcast at 4:30 with the Carthage Insider, to be followed by Lady Reds basketball at 5. And then the Redmen and Big Blue will wrap up the nightcap at 7 from the Griswold Center in Decatur. Again, both games right here on 1050 WLIP. and on the stream at WLIP.com. And then the Redmen will head out on the road next Wednesday at Elmhurst, while the Lady Reds will host the Blue Jays. We will have the Lady Reds broadcast from right here at the Tarble Arena next Wednesday, the 22nd, beginning at 6:40. Redmen and Lady Reds will both be home then on Saturday, January 25th. A big ball game looming for both squads with Illinois Wesleyan in the building. That'll be the Boys and Girls Club meet and greet. So if you're a member of the Boys and Girls Club, have your children sign up and be part of that meet and greet here at the Tarble Arena on Saturday the 25th. We'll have a little clinic beginning at 1 o'clock that'll run from about 1 to about 3 in the afternoon right here at the Tarble Arena. That about wraps things up here tonight. My thanks to Pete Sargent engineering our broadcast back at the WLIP studios. Big thank you to Mike Love once again for all his work bringing you the video and audio stream here tonight from the Tarble Arena. I'm John Weiser. I hope you enjoyed the broadcast. I know you enjoyed the final outcome. Once again, the final score here tonight, Carthage knocking off 21st ranked Wheaton by a score of 67-62, forging a 4-way tie for the conference lead through the first 4 league games in the College Conference of Illinois and Wisconsin. Until Saturday from the Griswold Center in Decatur, thanks for tuning in to Carthage Redmen basketball. Carthage Athletics heard exclusively on Kenosha's radio station, AM 1050, WLIP Kenosha. Good night, everyone.